Salutations, Queen of Shade here, coming back to you after I did my video earlier saying that America deserves Donald Trump. And I love doing videos like that because it gets you to talk to me and we get to see where you stand. And a lot of people said, you know what, I understand, I can see your reasoning behind it, et cetera, et cetera. They're not gonna, America won't understand until she's in pain, this, that, and the other. But one of the comments that I received caused me to do this video. It was on Twitter, not Twitter, I was on TikTok. So many of these damn social media apps, I'm on all of them. But I was on TikTok and a nice Caucasian lady spoke to me and she said, do you think that America deserves, or all of us deserve, Donald Trump, even though we didn't vote for him? How can you say that we deserve Donald Trump when we didn't vote for him? And I'm going to tell you how. There are plenty of racist Democrats. There are plenty of racist Democrats that buy black music, black entertainment, and would never have a black person at your table for supper, let alone give up any privilege that you might have that might take away from what your children have. What I have learned about that particular race is that they use love as the weapon. They will maim, destroy, plunder, and pillage in the name of giving their children a future. So I want you to understand something. When I say America deserves Donald Trump, I mean that. And I stand 10 toes down on that. See, I'm talking about a lot of different things when I said that. I'm not just talking about the politics. I'm talking about the mentality of America. Anytime you oppress another demographic or an entire demographic of people in the name of you getting ahead and your privileges and your children's privileges, you're racist. And you too deserve Donald Trump as your president. Because see, you may not have voted for him, but you silently uphold the values and supremacy that he stands for. You uphold it. If you don't feel that anything is owed to black people after all the egregious acts that have happened, if you won't have a black person at your table, but you'll let your kids go to a black artist concert, but would never have that artist in your home, living in a house next to you, you're racist and a Democrat. And this is the reason why I said what I said. Now you gotta understand something here. White people didn't just put Donald in office. Black people had a hand in that too. I'm so sick of the politics in black community. Okay, we got the affluent blacks that don't want to talk to the hood. We got the affluent blacks and the hood that don't want to entreat gays with kindness and love. There are just so many sections and facets of hatred. The perpetuation of this American value is we hate everyone else but our own. That's the problem. That's the problem. God bless America and nowhere else. That's the problem. And then we say, oh, well, God bless America and all these black people fight this war, but then they come back and veterans can't get benefits the same way a Caucasian person can. We're excusing felonies, but one felony destroyed my brother and my sister's lives. There is no redemption for that. They're not allowed to do so many things, including vote, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. But so many privileges are taken away from them. And then what did we see? White privilege turn around and get Donald Trump's felony charges commuted. And not even just commuted, He was given immunity. No action that he did as president could he be called into question for? Really? America deserves him. America deserves him. Because it needs to implode. It needs to come toppling down. Everybody says, oh, people were saying to me, but we can't come back from that. That's the problem. Stop trying to come back. We need a new way forward, forgetting those things that are behind us and building a nation and a government that reflects us now. Black, brown, Chinese, Asian, Hindi. There's so many facets of us, but we got these rich old ass white men 70 and 80 years old fighting over the highest seat in government. We've got these rich white men from the Stone Age, mind you, fighting over returning to the way it was back then when it didn't serve black people or anybody else but white people. That's the problem. That's why America deserves Donald Trump. Until America is ready to forge forward with a government for the people, by the people, we deserve the implosion. We deserve it. We deserve the embarrassment on the world stage. Hatred. It's not just whites. Blacks hate gays and trans. And anytime there are all of these facets of hatred and non-unity, baby, you deserve Donald Trump because that's what he stands for. That's what he stands for. He doesn't stand for togetherness. He stands for separatism. Separatism. Giving the police total immunity when we know that the cops are not absolute and make mistakes, but complete immunity for anything that they do while they're doing their job. America is about to get what she deserves. And you know what I say? It's about time. It's about time. America has been selling wolf tickets for decades now. It's time for her to start paying on them. Yeah. You got your ass in a fight that your ass is going to pay for now. And the rest of the world is going to laugh. They're going to laugh at us. They're going to laugh at us. Yes, I still stand on it. You deserve Donald. You do. Just because you're a Democrat doesn't mean you're not a racist. You're a racist. You deserve Donald. Yeah. You want your white privilege to stand. You want to be given priority over any other demographic of people, black, white, whoever. And then, not just that, you want the rich. You want the separation of wealthy and poor. You deserve Donald. If you don't see that we could fix our own problem, feed our own poor, give them proper health care, you deserve Donald. There's so many problems with this country. You deserve Donald Trump. And I hope you get him. Even though I'm voting against him, I hope you finally get what you deserve, America. So that the shit implodes and we can get about the business of making a new America. An America that represents the people. There's all this separatism. There's all of it. Listen, you can be a Democrat. You didn't have to vote for Donald, but you don't want a black neighbor in your suburb. You don't want a brown neighbor in your suburb unless they're there to clean your house. You're a racist. You're a blue racist. That's why I say this country deserves Donald Trump, because Donald is the representation of all of our dirty secrets now being exposed. Donald Trump is the representation of all those dirty, horrible thoughts that America had, but never told anybody that they were having. And then Donald Trump came along and he started saying out loud what racist, classist America had been saying behind closed doors for decades. America, your secrets are out. You deserve this President Donald Trump. Now watch. I'm going to vote against him. I'm going to stand against him but morally, my principles will not allow me to side with him. I want a new America. I don't want an old make America great again. No. I don't want that. I want a new America, an entirely new America. I want everybody. Listen, I've always said this to my mentees and my children that I tutor around the world. Republican children, Democratic children still go to the same private school. They still get the same CIA security. They still get driven in the black cars. It doesn't matter. So then clearly it's not a Republican or Democratic thing. It's a racist. It's a capitalist. It's a fearmonger. It's a power struggle. We want it this way. You deserve Donald Trump, America, and I hope you get him, even though I'm voting against him. I hope you get him, because then you will be forced to look yourself in the face in the mirror and forced to see how ugly you actually are, America. America, you're the ugliest country on this earth. And it's time you looked yourself in the mirror and realized that. So I stand 10 toes down and I repeat, America deserves Donald Trump. Because she does. She does. Why am I not worried? I serve the God of the universe. I'm going to be all right. No matter what happens, I'm going to be fine. And a lot of us children growing up, shout out to the indigo children. There are a lot of phoenixes. There are a lot of people with all these gifts coming into position right now. We're rising to power because you, America, are going to need us. And the color of our skin is not going to matter anymore. The way, the truth, and the light coming out of our mouths is what's going to matter. You'll go to a black entertainer's concert, but won't invite him to dinner. Won't share a taxi with him. Buy his music and shout it from the rooftops, but you don't understand that music is the pain of his life made for your entertainment. All these problems, global warming, all these things, all of our resources being used up. Black people ain't never been in control like that. White people, y'all destroyed this planet. Y'all did. With your supremacy. No one else has been in power like that, baby. Everything can be laid at your feet because black people were never in control like that. Every problem can be laid at white people's feet. But y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all don't want to hear that. Which is why you deserve Donald Trump. Because you're not going to have to hear it then. You're going to have to watch it. You're going to have to see it. And you're going to have to deal with it. Because it's going to be in your face. And you're going to be unable to turn away from your own reflection in the mirror. Happy voting.
Make sure that you follow the Queen of Shade on all social media platforms. Stay up to date with social media posts, podcast episodes, merchandise drops, and mentoring specials. Serious booking inquiries, use the email provided.